Bringing your hands up to your ears again, releasing your hands, gently opening your eyes for a few minutes. Breathing in gently and breathing out gently, shaking your hands and your arms gently. Releasing your arms and your hands for a minute, pointing your feet away from you, pointing your feet back towards you, relaxing your feet. Gently gently releasing your body, relaxing, breathing in and breathing out. That was the end of the 10 minutes for the third session. We're about to go into the last session, the fourth session, and we're coming back to self again. I can't tell you how important, how powerful it is to love yourself. Focusing on self, letting anything, shaking anything off you that no longer feel good, no longer is good for you. Thoughts, emotions, people, actions, and go back to the love of self because you are loved, you are important. So sending Reiki to yourself, to your heart, opening your heart and just feeling the love that you have for yourself. Sending Reiki to any part of your body that needs healing. It could be a foot or leg or eyes or neck, back, belly, heart full of emotions, shoulder that's maybe stiff, whatever it is that you need to send healing for yourself, your mental. We've been listening to the news and seeing life, and sometimes we get so mentally attached to what is happening that it holds us down and it wears us down. So let's get rid of anything and everything that holds our spirit and our mind and our thinking down and send love to yourself, strength to yourself, power to yourself, love, self-love. Before you can completely love anyone else, you need to love yourself. And then loving yourself is awesome because you see people differently through love, through kindness, through gratitude. So breathing in again and closing your eyes, and I'm going to put the timer in for 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes, and then we can discuss how you feel about what you want to discuss. Starting now, 10 minutes. Loving yourself. Breathing in. Breathing out. Loving yourself. I am love. I am complete. I am healed. I am strong. I am love. I am complete. I am healed. I am strong. I love myself completely. I love who I am, what I am. I love my face, my body, my mind, and my soul. I am in love with myself. I am in love with myself. I'm in love with what I see, what I do, what I feel. I am love. I love me completely. I love me if I'm happy, mad, sad, or upset. When I look in the mirror, I see myself. I am love. I am strong. I am powerful. I am forgiving. I love myself. I forgive myself of anything that I have done to others or myself. I am strong. I am powerful. I am love. So very gently, and when you're ready, open your eyes. And if anyone like to share anything with me at this time, please do so. Christopher, Alice,
Yes. Oh,
would you like to share with something with us, Chris?
oh.
Yeah,
Uh,
Christopher.
um, I found for some reason today the self-love was very difficult for me, but when I gave myself compassion for um, not being able to feel the self-love fully, that led to self-love. And so that was kind of an interesting thing. Um, and for the person I sent to, my cat's is coming out of some health problems, so I sent it to her. And when I sent it to the world, I was sending it to the world, but then my mind zoned into Zelensky himself, so I focused on him. for all the obvious reasons. And then yeah, when we ended with myself again, it was a lot easier. It was a lot easier. I really appreciate, and your voice is just perfect. I could feel the gentle energies. So,
Thank you so much. Alice, you're a speaker. I mean, you're still on mute. Okay.
Don't know.
oh, we
Alice,
can
you're
hear you now.
unmuted. Speak again.
I'm unmuted now?
Yes, you're good.
Oh gosh, I've never. Well, yeah, I have that happen once in a while. Thank you. I don't know where I am now, but one of the things that I found extremely interesting when you led us to give love to another person that was close to us, or whatever you said. I chose my brother and my sister that have always had a very contentious relationship with each other. And what I found from really phenomenal was most of the time somebody else will come in and ask, it's like they encroach on that healing, and they didn't. So all that Reiki energy focused on just the two of them, which I thought was extremely necessary, because especially he is going through a really tough time right now, and it's just going to get worse. So thank you. And Pam, you're muted now. You're still muted. Huh.
Okay.
There
Okay.
you go.
So I'm having problems seeing the name. So if you want to pick a name who would like to share, please do so. I just saw Christopher because his name was right there and I could see that.
Yeah. How about Jillian?
Sure. So I had a few things. I notice every week that when I'm adding people that really need my help or love slash Reiki, more and more people are being needed to being added to the group. Sometimes it's just one or two people. Right now I have just a laundry list of people. So I had a couple people in my group sending Reiki to. And then when sending Reiki to the world, instead of putting my hands out, I was called to put my hands down on the ground where I was sitting and just sending it directly into Mother Earth. So that was pretty cool. I could feel a pretty significant transfer of energy straight down and then back up. So I got that in return. So it was really nice. Thank you.
Fabulous. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Christine, how about you?
Yeah. So for the person I sent energy to my former brother-in-law who just had a stroke and needs heart surgery. And similar to Christopher for sending it to the world, I just sent it to President Zelensky, again, for obvious reasons, and the people of Ukraine.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
How about when you send it to yourself? You,
Yeah, I found it overall relaxing. It's not a relaxing environment, so that was helpful. Thank you very much.
right.
Thank you. All right. How about Anna?
Yeah, thank you so much for that meditation and healing. When I was doing it myself, I kind of took some time, I guess, to get it flowing, but it was nice. The thing I want to share though was when we moved into do it for someone else. My dog was with me, and she's 14. She has health issues now, and she was just, relaxing. So I chose her, and as soon as I was done, she went out. She's like, "I'm done. Thank you." So that was like perfect timing. I guess she needed it. She was here for that, and when she got it, she's like, "Let me just keep exploring the house." So I was fine. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to share.
Thank you. How about Kristen?
For the earth, it was neat because first I went down into the earth and was sending Reiki, through the underground. And then eventually I kind of tuned back in. All of a sudden I was, like plants, almost like a hill or a mountain, and full of flowers and plants and creatures. And then I eventually moved to the atmosphere. And then towards the very end, I was like in the sun, sending Reiki into the sun. And I heard kind of, you're kind of taking care of everything by going through, I didn't have to necessarily tune into like birds or just the ground or just trees. Like I could take care of everything by going through the levels. And then for myself, it was really cool because last night I was watching a video on YouTube on soft white underbelly. If anybody knows the channel I'm thinking of, I actually try and not watch it too much because there's just kind of a lot of icky stuff on there. But I was, kind of seeing this girl and watching her. And at night I laid down and I thought to myself, why was I, attracted to this video? And it really was sometimes that I could see and feel the depth of pain that she had. And I can see, just it was a mirror basically, because I can see and feel that pain myself, even though I'm not in that time of life right now. I have been. And I thought to myself before bed, I was saying sorry to myself, my previous self, and telling myself that I loved myself, through that. And then this morning I woke up and opened my email, and in one of the emails was the okay, I'm gonna probably mess this up, the Ho'opono prayer. And so that was really cool because I was saying it to myself again. And then in the Reiki, I was saying it, and I could see the light, almost like the dark part of me was kind of ripped open, and I was filling it with light, and it was sewing back up. So it was really special, definitely.
Yeah, that's wonderful, Kristen. That's fantastic. And I know Joshua and probably Erica are together. If you want to comment, I know you're, there you go. There, you're on video.
Yeah, we're here, just hiding. And I'd like to thank Kristen for sharing that, especially about going down into the earth and all the way up through the layers into the sun. Like thought that was really clever and insightful and cool. So thank you. I'll probably use that in a future meditation.
Yeah, I did something kind of similar when I was sending to the earth as well. As I just kind of picked different layers and levels. And I think for me, the most touching was actually going into the atmosphere and sending Reiki to the air that we breathe and in the clouds and things like that. And I really felt a lot of pain from them. But as I was sending the Reiki, I was starting to feel the love, and the love being reflected back through the water droplets and things like that. So that was a really good session. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and thank you, Pam. I think everybody who is still online got a chance to talk. Ashley unfortunately had to leave. I know sometimes her time is extremely limited. Um, but one additional thing, and what Erica just said triggered my memory. When I went into the earth, all I saw were waves of the ocean, but every single wave was filled with debris. So it
Mm.
wasn't like the waves that I'm used to seeing or that I've seen, but waves that, come now in certain areas of the world where the debris has just accumulated and is coming towards shore. But there are so many people that are committed to gathering the debris that they've actually gathered millions of pounds of debris to the point where the Brooklyn Museum, because my kids live in Brooklyn, so occasionally when we visit there, they always try to go to a museum, um, had pieces of art made of all trash, and most of it
Mm.
trash from the ocean. So,
Mm.
and I mean, it was magnificent. Even my little 7-year-old at that time, 7-year-old grandson was absolutely enthralled with it. So, anyway, Pam, that was a magnificent meditation this morning. Thank you so much for leading that.
Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And remember, the most important thing you need to do is love yourself. And through that self-love, love will be shine on other people. Have a great, great weekend.
Thank
Week.
you. And I'll be leading the meditation next Sunday. So first time in a couple months for me. So anyway, see you then, hopefully.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye-bye now.
Alice, can you wait for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, so I still want to start my dedication on Mondays to church, but it's not going to start probably until April.
Okay.
And I need probably the instructions you gave me before because just a lot has been going on and I want to get settled, and I think everything kind of will be behind me where I can commit myself on the time and starting that April through the year so I can go on and get started. And there was a couple of things that we need to discuss. I think for me being able to come in and tune in and zoom in, and I needed to do a couple of things before I can zoom in on Mondays, and I forgot what it was at that time, but I want to
Yeah.
get refreshed. We don't have to go over it now, probably in the middle of the month before I start my April.
Okay. All right. And I'll review it with you because
Okay.
I know your son will be able to help you. It's just a matter
Yes.
of going through you can go through my website,
Mm-hmm.
my angel blessings, scroll down to the bottom, and
Mm-hmm.
there's the rays of healing, like uh, where it will let you enter. And
Okay, great, great.
and that's because that's what you need to do. You need to sign up in order
Okay.
to get
Do I need to sign? How do I sign up? Do I sign up now or I go right what you just told me through the rays of healing and then sign?
exactly. Yep, at that time, and
Okay.
once you sign up, you will be put on every single time they send out another announcement. You'll be
Okay.
automatically put on their list. I kind of
Okay.
did
I'm
this
going to
to
try to
make
do that
happen.
today. I'm going to go on your website and have him walk me through that part. And you said click where I get to
Yeah, it just says enter, just follow the instructions.
okay.
When you get to Rays of Healing, it's
Mhm.
right at the bottom. It's the
Okay, got it.
last thing on
Okay.
my Angel Blessings website. In fact, Pam, you might want to wait till she sends out the new one because I just
Okay.
sent her the one for March, and that's
Okay.
probably going to go out, in the next day or two.
Okay, got it.
So anyway, but I loved your meditation this morning, and I
Thank
really am
you.
grateful
Thank
for it.
you. Thank you. I'm gonna try to focus on that so I can catch maybe a couple of them before April began, so I can start mine, and you can give me instructions again, because I think I didn't think I received the instructions before. I think you did. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Can't remember. So we just go from there.
Okay.
So how are you doing? You look great.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You know, I just have to presume that this next phase of whatever I'm supposed to learn from this having two lenses now that see distance only is what I'm supposed to be doing. So
Okay. Yeah, I could understand
should bring.
because I have my glasses around and sometimes I pick up the wrong glasses and I can't see. So I had to go way back upstairs and find the glasses because I have distance glasses in distance and for reading glasses.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my prescription has always been separate from my reading than my distance.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can imagine you going through. Which trips are you getting ready to go on?
And I only have one in May. I'm sorry, May. End of March. The 26th of March till April 6th is when I return. I'll be in Switzerland.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Oh, awesome.
by
Do you,
myself with a tour group
okay,
that my neighbor, immediate next door neighbor, leads. We've gone with her for 10 years, but my husband can't go anymore.
okay,
And I had to make a decision, Pam. Do I go by myself or do I wait? And because of the macular degeneration and the diminishing eyesight, I thought, no, I don't want to wait. He could be around for what, a year? He could be around for 5 years. He could be around
right,
for 10 years. And I'm not going to try to play God and try to figure out, when he's checking off the planet. So
right.
and I figure this opportunity came up because she does 2 trips a year. And in Switzerland, I had a past life in Switzerland where I saw myself uh, as a cobbler and with a
Mhm.
corgi.
Okay,
And the corgi, that was our first corgi, my son's pet at age 8. When I first saw him and when we were at the house to pick him up, there were 9 puppies. They all came rushing to the gate when to the entrance when we walked in, but there was only one that stayed, and it was the little one we brought home that we uh, named Taffy, Saltwater Taffy Jones.
right.
That's
Oh,
Taffy
wow.
Jones. And my heart just melted when I saw this little dog. And I kept, asking, why am I so enamored by this little puppy? And during a massage, what I saw was a past life where I was a cobbler living by myself, just having this little dog as a companion. And I choked on a chicken bone and I fell forward off the chair, laid on the ground. The little dog looked at me for 3 days without moving because I saw my soul hovering over my body. And for 3 days, that little puppy never moved. And until somebody came, and saw what had happened and then took us both away. But it explained to me why my heart melted when I saw this puppy.
Oh, wow. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah. It just
Amazing. But you
because
look wonderful. You look good.
oh, thank you.
You
But
look
puppies,
good.
animals reincarnate just like we
Yeah.
do. They
Okay, yes.
they reincarnate, and especially pets. And pets come back into our life.
How's
So,
your cat?
oh gosh, Billy, yeah, she's a love. She's a cuddler. You know, our black cat. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Wow. Wow.
the
Yeah.
real cuddler. She just spends, I'm gonna say, at least 6 hours a day on my husband's lap, and
Oh,
he'll
wow.
because he
Now,
sits at the
you
computer.
finish all your classes, all your Reikis for this year, or you
Oh,
having
no, 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 no. It's one every month.
okay.
And I mean, either put it this way, Pam, it's Reiki 1 starts in January, then repeats in May, and then repeats in September, and Reiki 2 then the next month, and then Reiki 3 the next month. In April, I have Reiki Master Teacher, and in August I don't do one, and December I don't do one because I just figure it's like,
Right. The
first of
break.
all,
Okay.
August, it's hard because we go for 2 weeks to the family cottage,
Okay.
that my husband's part of, and December is just too busy,
Right, right,
and
right.
everything. But
Okay,
yeah,
well, I'm gonna catch you with one. You said you have one coming in June,
yeah,
and
June.
I'm trying to catch the master class. When is that coming?
Oh, that's April.
April. Okay, April. Do you know the date? Oh, I'll look in your website.
I'm pretty sure it's April 23rd, but you'd have to double check that.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you. And you have a good one. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base and let you know I didn't fall out. I just have to get, myself together so I
Yeah,
can move.
that's what I figured, Pam, because
Yeah.
you just went through an ordeal that almost took your life 4 times,
Yeah.
and you don't recover from that. You don't spring back from that, and start bounding forward. You gradually,
Yeah, I had to find that out. I had to find that out. I had to and my son's favorite word for me is that people see me and think that I'm the same Pam because I don't look what I've been through. And so I have to tell friends I can't do as much as I used to do. I can do it gradually,
yeah.
but I can't jump. I had to think, well, am I going to do this or I'm going to do that? Because my main thing for my healing is I cannot get overtired. I
Oh,
can't.
totally.
Yeah, and
And
they don't understand that because they see me talking the same and looking the same, but
yeah,
inside, if I get overtired, I have to close down. If I don't close down, I start feeling icky, I start feeling weak, start feeling things. So
yeah.
I'm learning how to protect me in the process of becoming the new me.
Yeah. And I loved the way you did the full circle with starting with self-healing and ending with self-healing,
Yeah, it's so
putting in
important.
those 2 other sessions in between. And I I thought of adding President Zelensky, but my brother and my sister showed up. And
Mhm.
I know he's on the verge of being evicted from, this is going to be eviction number 3. So, I know that, and I give him money every month. I try to help out as best as I can, but I don't trust him and I can't bring him into my home. I just can't.
No,
Michigan,
no.
he has a guardian because he has a mental illness. He literally belongs in an institution, but they don't exist anymore, thanks to rape.
Right, I remember how they used to. I
Yeah,
remember, yeah, we had a big one in Washington, DC. I lived in Washington.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's so
and
important. And that's why I can't, it's not preach, but I can't express enough of self healing
yeah,
and in boundaries and space for
yeah,
yourself because we give so much to family and we give so much in our minds too, thinking
right.
about people that I have to cut it off and I have to take a moment and give Reiki to myself and
Yeah,
get out of thinking about the problems of the world, the problems of family.
yeah,
And it saves me. It
yeah,
saves me when I get overwhelmed. I just go into my Reiki and being grateful, thankful,
yeah,
strong, mighty,
yeah.
powerful words I need to use on myself to know that this can be myself.
Exactly, exactly. And slowing down
Yes.
Never been an option for me. Well, it is now. You know,
Yes.
if I have to take 2 naps in one day, I do it. If I have to take one
Yes.
in one day, I do it, you know, where taking a nap before was like, oh my God, no, I wouldn't, I don't have time for that, but now I
I
do.
understand. And it's so important. Like I can't, I have a couple of girlfriends I can't talk to
Yeah,
all the time. I realized that I was talking to them several times a day and it drains me.
yeah, yeah,
So I'm learning a new way
yeah,
to enjoy my life.
yeah. Super, super.
Thank you.